All right, this is Dylan Hovey back with Top Deck Productions. We're going for the 5-0. All the cards in this video, they're brought to you by Card Hoarder, the best bot chain in the business on Magic Online. So if you need cards on Magic Online, you should check out Bot Hoarder or Card Hoarder. On the play, and this hand's a little sketchy, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I have a discard spell, a removal spell, so this hand's basically good against everything, which kind of makes sense considering it's only got one land. And we have at least a couple looks at another land for next turn. Playing against John. So we're just taking this Blood Red Elf. Treetop. So they drew Treetop. Cycle. All right, we're gonna get aggressive here. Put on top. And we know all their hands. We know the Shadow's gonna live. Besides what they just drew. So there's Blackleaf Cliffs, Skoos. Okay, so they drew those Blackleaf Cliffs. Just gonna hold up the denial. I should have Thought Scoured pre-combat, but I'm not gonna make my Death Shadow very much larger because just because of the nature of this matchup. This deck's much more explosive than it used to be. That's because of Blood Red Elf. Looks like we have either an elf or some treetop beats incoming. That's a bold move. Getting in there with that treetop. We have Fatal Push coming on my upkeep. Just gonna hold up this Stubborn Denial. There's the swamp we knew about. So we're gonna let this go. We know they have a bolt. Just hope they don't have two bolts, I guess. We're not gonna flash in Snapcaster Mage to block. Just gonna hope there's only one. Drew another one. Oh, drew a push. Okay. So now I just can snap push this treetop village and then start getting in there with little Snapcaster beats. Okay, so we knew about that Catacombs. Oh, they ripped an elf. Oh, okay, nice. So I think I'm actually just going to flash in this Snapcaster Mage to block this. And I'm going to target Fatal Push. But I might not use it. Well, I guess it's just worth viewing this now to put them on a 2-turn clock. The problem is if I use that Fatal Push, then this Treetop Village is going to be hard to deal with without getting a red source. So I think I'm just going to block this, then fetch a tapped Black Leaf Cliff or Blood Crypt. It leaves me Dead Decay command, but such is life. It's a really good draw again. I'm just going to flash in another Snapcaster Mage and Fatal Push this. Things are close. It's another treetop, okay. That's a good draw. That means we can like just get them here. Return target creature. Shock you. Got him. Okay, so playing against Jund, we're going to board just grindy again. Get these Street Wraiths, get all these cards in here, get this in here. We're not bringing in the counter spells though. We're going to keep in all the removal, and we want to cut most of our counter spells if we can. Now these counter spells are not very good. I really dislike all the counter spells in these matchups, but I think they're probably better than like Nile Spellbomb or the Street Wraith. The Street Wraiths are just gonna like, the games are much more explosive than Street Wraith is gonna warrant. I just don't want to take that damage. So I'm going to keep in a couple Stubborn Denials, even though I don't like to. If we see like a lot of Kolaghan's Commands or Liliana the Last Hopes, maybe we'll bring the Nile Spellbombs back in, but that just seems like asking for trouble. One more game for the 5-0. The old Snapcaster Mage got there. And we were lucky that our opponent Bloodbraid Elf didn't do a removal spell on an empty board. We gotta ship this. If this were a blue land, maybe. I hate mulliganing. Those hands pretty good. I think this card's too good to bottom. So we're just going to have to hope to draw a couple more lands naturally. The card's just going to get us so far ahead. Let's just pressure Liliana. This is going to kill target something. Okay. It's bold. Could get bolted. All right, just going to pass now. Liliana here would suck. Okay. So I think I'm actually just going to discard a Death Shadow and then flash in a Snapcaster Mage and hopefully hit a land to be able to like Kolaghan's Command. They probably have like one more land, Blood-Red Elf something is their last couple cards. Now we at least potentially are going to trade with this Liliana. Okay, that was a good draw. So do I want to return my own Death Shadow, or do I want to make him discard a card? I think I want to make him discard a card. Because now this K-Command's still like a 2-for-1, and we can't really use our Death Shadow. Like, we are going to be able to use it at some point, but it's not right now. I would like to redirect. They ditch a Fatal Push, which is nice. So like land Elf would suck. All right. So another one. So my opponent's going to get the clean twofer, unless I Dreadbore. But what am I going to discard? Yeah, this doesn't feel great because they get the clean. I guess they are creature. Like, we're still ahead on cards, but we'd like to hit some more lands so I can start Snapcastering back to Skulldown's command. Here comes a Blood-Red Elf. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. Get back their Tarmogoyf. Now we have to hope that, like, if they ditch their Tarmogoyf, then that means we're getting Blood-Red Elf. Okay. Whew. Bring in the rage. It's not a bad draw. Just gets us further into like where we want to be. So I think I'm just going to let my Liliana go because this Raging Ring is going to become such a problem now. I think I just have to, I've probably actually just got to snap push it. Because if I don't snap push it, then this takes up on this. I don't have any answer to this thing. Though I could just snap Dreadbore. Could just snap Dreadbore that on my turn and chumped. That was such a punt. Yeah, I think we have to actually let this go, then just snap Dreadbore this thing on my turn. Oh, that was such a super punt. They might just roll it down. If we roll it down, then I'm gonna hold on to my Snapcaster Mage. We made our first big mistake of our video set here. I should just main phase that. It's kind of an interesting spot from our opponent. So that, like, part of me thinks maybe you just want to go down. If they go down with this, I think I'm just going to. Okay. So now I don't want to kill the Ravine is going to be the big question. They get back Goyf. I think I'm just going to snap kill the Ravine. Because like the Tarmogoyf's not doing anything really right now. I could wait a turn to hopefully hit a land and then maybe get on the Kolaghan's command train. That is nasty. So what does my opponent have for card types? They have land, instant, planeswalker, sorcery, creature. So they have this thing bigger on their own. So I should just keep my graveyard intact as much as possible. Then I guess I'll ditch this Death Shadow, poke my opponent for 2. Yeah, that was definitely a mess up at that turn there. I should have just snapped Dreadboard on my phase, chump blocked the Ravine, and then like figured it out. There's Goif. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, let's hope we don't get Maelstrom Pulsed. Leave the Fatal Push of this. I guess I'm going to leave this Fatal Push because I have to kill this Tarmogoyf. I just really hope that there's no Maelstrom Pulse incoming. If we find a way to kill this, we're doing all right. I'm going to just play that. I want to hit all my land drops at this point. We have a lot of big draws. We got like Jace, Kolaghan's Command, Snapcaster Mage. Don't play a Bob. Okay. I'm going to leave this one uncracked because I might have to do damage myself. All right, I'm just going to hold on to that one. That's going to be Liliana fodder. Because I don't think that his last card is any good. I've just been playing lands and then holding it. Yeah, that makes sense. What a grindy game. I guess I'll just play this. Jeez, now we're in trouble. Though a K command just like gets me going here. That's probably going to cook our goose. Take a look. Yeah, because he's just going to start drawing cards off of Bob and putting this game out of reach. Revealed another Bob. Jeez. That's not good. So there's the Bob. If we rip a K command, we're in it though, because I bring back a shock, bring back Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I think I've just got to go for it here. Another Goif. Okay, just Bobs for days. Yeah, that's going to probably do it. I'm going to say Bob's on my team. I mean, I'm not winning. Like, the only way that I'm winning this game, I think, is that if my opponent, they wisely realize that they don't need to draw 3 cards a turn. They can draw 2 cards a turn and win this match. Scavenging Ooze, land, Yeah, we're dead this game. Oh, there's our Snapcaster and our, oh man, add insult on the injury, why don't you? So is it worth having these in just to shrink Tarmogoyf in a pinch? I think I'm gonna do it. I don't think these stubborn denials are very good at all. And like, if we could have just, like, it's obviously being really results oriented, but if we could have, it can, you know, Bloodbraid Elf's that important, where if we can stop it from recurring, we're gonna be ahead. Now this hand's pretty good. Probably have to get like Steam Vents on turn 1 though, which is a little awkward, or we're not gonna have another answer to Bob, which is definitely gonna set us back pretty far. My opponent just discard spells this Dreadbore, then I'm just gonna go get Watery Grave. I'm gonna try to find an answer to Dark Confidant. We just can't get bobbed. If they don't, if they take like Opt or something. Took a Snapcaster Mage. Alright, I'm just gonna get Steam Vents. As much as it sucks. Down the bottom. Alright. Do this just in case we hit a Delve card. We hit a Delve card. That's gas. Alright, let's leave Snapcasters. I'll just leave our Snapcasters in here. Probably could have left like one other spell to Snapcast. Probably should have done that. That was not good. Now hopefully we can get a creature into play here so that we can be Liliana proof. We are just going to slam. We're slamming in here. Dreadbore, okay. It's not a bad draw. Alright, so I'm just going to take this Dark Confidant. I could take his Inquisition. Make their next turn really awkward. Yeah, I'm going to take their Inquisition. They could come back to bite me. But like, it leans on their mana base because they can't, like, they have 3/2 drops. They can't go like, if I take Dark Confidant, they can go 2/1, just have a very efficient turn next turn. And if they play Tarmogoyf, I'm not attacking it, or I'm not getting it. That's what they drew, okay. So they're going to be able to play a double 2-drop next turn. Yeah, I'm going to let this Bob go. Or not let the Bob go, but if he plays anything else but the Bob, I'm not going to kill it. If he plays Bob, I'm going to kill it. Tarmogoyf, okay. Okay, so I can attack. Just gonna get a Watery Grave. Scavenging Ooze might be worth killing. because he might have to like chump block with his Bob or with his Tarmogoyf and Bob if he goes double dude. God, we have so many draws. They're just absolutely insane next turn. 2 Bobs. Okay. Well, now I'm just going to kill Tarmogoyf and attack with both. Wow. I think I'm still just going to attack Tarmogoyf, or attack with both. Because he might just block one. And if he tries to kill one of them, yeah, this is... We just got our cake, and we're going to eat it too. I guess that was the same thing that would have happened last time. I guess I could have just... Nah, I should have just let both of those go and then kill the scavenging ooze. That was a mistake. That was stupid. Playing sloppy here towards the end. There's been some grueling leagues. These last 3 matches have been very intense. Yeah, I should have just traded off. Okay, so now we have a lot of draws. Fetch land. Yeah, good game. The 5-0. All right. We'll be back for the wrap up.